All right, so relevancy, we spoke a little bit about that before. So we want to make the ads relevant to the pages they go to. So here's just like a general, Wollongong plumber one. So we can go to like a web page specifically about, plumbing service in the Wollongong area. But this one's about, fixing dripping taps. So it should go to a web page specifically about, fixing dripping taps. Does that make sense? So whatever they've searched for, we're going to send them to the right page. Because all this comes down to, if we look at, 80% of, maybe 90% of the revenue that we drive online, which is in the multiple millions across a whole bunch of different companies each year, it comes down to two things, and it's relevancy plus direct response. So the ad needs to be relevant to, in this case, what they've searched for, a relevant ad that goes to relevant landing page, and then it's got direct response on it, meaning that inquiry form or the lead magnet or however they're going to opt in. Okay, so now let's look at relevancy within the ad. That ad says plumbing emergency, so that's what they're searching for. They're searching for a plumbing emergency, and then we give them an ad which is specifically exactly about plumbing emergency. So that says, plumbing emergency, question mark, have you got a plumbing emergency? And then plumbing emergency rapid response, we'll fix your problem swiftly, and then we're going to take them to an emergency page on there. So that will fix your problem swiftly. That's deliberate as well, because if you've got leaking taps or you've got water spurting everywhere, do you want a quick solution to the problem or a slow one? You know what I mean? So we're trying to give them the benefits that they want in there as well. So this next search term of emergency plumber, you might think it could be the exact same ad, and this is what most people do, but it's not going to turn up, as that bold, and it's not exactly what they've searched for. So if they've searched for emergency plumber, we should give them an ad about emergency plumber, not plumbing emergency. So, emergency plumber, question mark, like, do you need one? And then an ad specifically about that. In this case, they could actually go to the same page, but the keyword needs to be relevant to the ad, and we need to send them to the right page. So we'd send them to a page like this. In this case, like wollongongplumbing.com, / emergency service. So what's going on here? We've got imagery, of the sort of problem that they would have, and we've got like headline, sub-headline, the sort of problems that we can solve for them, and then the call to action over here, which is that direct response bit. So there's no question about what they want us to do. Call now or request a free callback. And then they've got some benefits there about, honest and reliable. We clean up our mess. This one says no plumber's crack. We're neatly presented, which is apparently that's that was important to their market, to distinguish themselves, that they didn't want the whole can I fix your thing going on for him. So sorry, cracking myself up here. Okay, yeah. So direct response. So having that call to action above the fold. So every page you send to from Google AdWords should have some kind of direct response on them. What do you want them to do? What do you want them to do? Otherwise, you're definitely throwing away money.